thank you so much for joining me today. I am doing a pregnancy update today. I am 30 weeks and 1 day pregnant. Very exciting. It's getting towards the end, and after about 7 weeks I can try different things to see if I can induce labor naturally, if all goes well within these 7 weeks. There are some issues around that at the moment, but I think in order for me to have a VBAC, I am at a great position at the moment, and I will explain all of that. I have so much notes right here, and I will explain to you all of that. So 30 weeks and 1 day today, and baby is doing really well. She moves a heck lot, but still she doesn't move as strongly as Casper used to move. And when he was moving, he was more higher up on my belly, and it was very noticeable that he was higher up, and my belly was rounder and more kind of like tightly compacting there. So it was really painful for my ribs, and I honestly thought that my ribs were broken at the end of it, but they were good. By the way, I am wearing a lip gloss, which I really don't like lip glosses, but this is by Fenty Beauty. It is called Fenty Glow. It's a gloss bomb. Really love this one. My hubby got me that, so yeah, that's what I'm wearing on the lips. Nothing else, just that and my skincare. I don't have any other makeup on. Anyway, so when she moves a lot, I feel really nauseated, and I feel like I'm gonna vomit. I don't know, maybe the way that she's laying. The last time, a couple of weeks ago, when the doctor did the ultrasound in her clinic, she said that the baby is laying sideways but really low. So maybe she's, you know, right on top of my guts, and it just makes me feel really like uncomfortable, especially if I had just eaten and she's just moving a lot. It just makes me feel really sick, like I'm about to vomit, you know. And also, like I said, she's laying sideways. So the doctor said after the 34th week, since I am planning to do a VBAC, she's very supportive of VBACs, and I'm really glad that she is. So after the 34th week, if the baby hasn't engaged, like the head isn't engaged properly, then she will let me know about some maneuvers to do to try and get the baby to come down to the pelvic bone, and we'll see how those things go. I have a doctor's appointment today, so it's every fortnight at the moment, and a growth scan tomorrow. So yeah. And with regards to my breathlessness, shortness of breath, and heart palpitations, there was a bunch of tests done. Like some were a little invasive, and they were really like specific tests that checked certain things, and one of them was to check if there was any blood clots I think, or any kind of clots in my lungs. And it was like this scan that they did with some dye. I don't know the name of it, but you inhale the dye, and then they check your lungs, and then they put the dye through your arteries to arteries or veins, I'm not sure, but they inject it and then do the test again. And overall it took about 40 minutes of me laying down very uncomfortably in this machine, and it all came out clear. Like there was no clots in my lungs, thank God. yeah, so and then I do have to have another echocardiogram when I'm at 32 weeks. That's all booked in. And there was also another blood test, like a serum blood test or something. I don't know what it checked, but it was very specific. I had to go to the pathology early morning, fasted, and then lay down there for 30 minutes in a dark room, and then they came and took the blood. The results haven't come out yet, so I did have an appointment with that doctor who is a obstetrics physician. She is different to my normal obstetrician, who is like she actually just deals with the baby and all of that. Obstetric physician is kind of like a GP for pregnant ladies. Yeah, so I am still breathless. I still have shortness of breath, heart palpitations, and tachycardia. But my tachycardia has kind of come down. It's in the range of 60 to 124 in the last couple of weeks, and my doctor said that's the obstetrics physician said that's okay, as long as I am wearing the compression socks. So I don't have them here with me, and I'm not wearing it at the moment because I'm sitting down. If I'm standing, if I'm walking, you know, unless I'm sitting down for a long time or sleeping, I had to wear the compression socks, and they do cover my whole foot and then come up to the knee. They're very tight and uncomfortable and so hard to put on and get off with a giant belly in front of you, but they are helping a lot to control my heart palpitations and shortness of breath when I'm standing up. Yeah, so which is good. So that's the only solution that I have been doing for that. Other than that, I just have to monitor, which will be done with the echocardiogram later on. And yeah, and with the other major thing that's going on is my symphysis pubis dysfunction and pelvic girdle pain. So I did have a few appointments with the physiotherapist. She is a like a maternity physiotherapist, so she knows what she's doing. And the first day was very hard. It took me ages to even go to her room from the waiting room, and she was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe that you are like it's this bad." She did dry needling and also told me to wear this compression belt around my hip, so it comes to the middle of my belly and then kind of like middle of my thighs. So whenever I'm standing or walking, I have to have that on, and it is to sort of hold the pelvic bones together because they are sort of stretched out and stretched out too much because the baby is way too low really early. So that's fun, all these compression belts and socks and things like that, which is really annoying because whenever I go out, I had to think of what I can wear, and I'm very limited with what I can wear at the moment because I am huge at the moment, and it's just, you know, kind of making it harder even more because I want to cover up the socks. Like it's ugly. I don't like wearing those things. And because of the COVID outbreak, here in Queensland, I don't go out at all. I would just go for a walk around the blocks or my doctor's appointments, obviously. And I, oh my God, I need a minute, don't I? Whew. Let me just get a sip of this. It's 11:30 in the morning and I'm still having my breakfast. or I also go to drop my son at daycare at least once a day, depending on what kind of shift my husband has for that day, and he makes sure to either drop him in the morning or pick him up in the afternoon, which is great because I'm so glad that he's arranging his shifts and stuff to suit that, and his workplace knows that I'm pregnant and I need a little bit more help and the health complications, so they are really accommodating to that, which is fantastic. I couldn't be more grateful for that. So with the pelvic pain, I had to put ice between my legs. In the first few days I had to do it twice a day, 10 minutes per session. Just literally take ice pack, roll it up, wrap it with a towel or a tea towel or something, and then stick it between my legs where the vagina is, basically, because that's literally where the joint is, which is inflamed. So I had to do that for a few days, day and night, or morning and night, to reduce the inflammation. Now the inflammation has gone down a lot because of that, and the compression belt. So I don't have to do it as much. So now if I do get the pain again, I can put ice as necessary. I do have lower back pain. I do suffer with scoliosis, and I have chronic back pain anyway, and around this time with my last pregnancy as well, I did get a lot of lower back pain, and it mostly comes if I keep standing for too long or do too much, and I can barely get any housework done. It's just ridiculous because because my belly is so huge, I can't do the dishes, and because if I'm doing this, I'm like kind of crouching to so my belly won't hit the wall or the counter, and that kind of aggravates my back, which is just so painful. So heat packs for that, I've been doing that, and then obviously just painkillers like Panadol and stuff for that. It's just, that's all I can do. I still have reflux, and I feel like they've gotten worse, mainly because of my awful diet. So it gets worse with tomato-based food, like if I have a pizza or like a vegetarian bolognese or something, or with spicy food, which I love spicy food, and that's what I crave, and also deep fried food, and deep fried stuff. I usually hate deep fried stuff, but this pregnancy I'm craving it, which is awful. So yeah, those really make reflux like painfully bad. So I've been trying to avoid those as much as I can, and I'm still taking the Nexium, or that medication that was given to me. I do have very strong Braxton Hicks contractions now. I feel like they are getting worse and worse, and still bearable, last for a few minutes when I get them. I do have it at least once or twice a day. The other day they were really bad that I couldn't even come up the stairs, and that combined with the pelvic pain and everything, I'm such a mess. It's ridiculous. They do, however, come in the evenings, I feel like. So yeah. Oh, exciting news! My GTT test results came, and I don't have gestational diabetes. So I am so happy that I don't have another thing to add to my sick list. It is amazing. So I still had to watch my diet because I have other reasons for it. So my appetite is awful. I don't feel like eating anything other than carbs and sugar. Give me a dozen of cupcakes, I'll eat that, but that's not good. So far I've gained about 14.3 kilos, which with my last pregnancy, when I was at 38 weeks, when I was giving birth, I had gained total of 14 kilos. So this time it's a bit much because I still have 10 weeks to go technically, unless I have her early. So my obstetrics physician said that that's a bit too much, and that's kind of borderline on the overweight category, considering that my starting weight was 51 kilos, which was like healthy BMI, and I was fine. So she said you do need fat and stuff stored for breast milk later, but still, it's leading to all these other complications, and your palpitations might get worse and this and that. So I have to eat less carbs and less sugars. So it's been difficult, because that's all I crave. I just crave a good bowl of pasta with mushrooms. Oh, and a chocolate cupcake. Anyway, I can't eat those anymore. I might here and there, but I don't know. I just, I don't want to be even more miserable, And yes, I can feel the weight on me, and it's very uncomfortable, and it's just not good. So also, if I'm planning a VBAC, I don't want to have a giant baby coming out of me, so I have to be very careful. Sorry about the message noise. My hubby's texting me. And I've gotten no sleep. So I did, the obstetrics physician gave me a over-the-counter medicine to help me sleep a little bit, but it's supposed to make me super drowsy. Obviously, it's to help you sleep. And she told me to take a quarter of a tablet, and the tablet is very small. But I do horrible with drowsy medication, and it just stays in my system longer, and it's just like a no-go for me. So she said to take a quarter of a tablet on a night where the next day you don't have to wake up early and there is another person to look after your toddler. So I'm gonna have to get it and then test it out on a day that hubby's home. So yeah, so we'll see how that goes. I'm not really excited to take it because I know that it's gonna be very uncomfortable, even though I might get a good night's sleep. Yeah, and she did recommend me that because I've gotten Restless Leg Syndrome. So you can read up about that on Google. It's just this thing that pregnant women apparently get. I do have like the restless legs and pain. So it comes when I'm laying down, like I'm trying to sleep in the middle of the night, and I wake up and it's just, I constantly have to move my legs. I constantly had to toss and turn to make my legs feel normal. And she said that, if I am in a deep sleep, I probably won't wake up for that. And then the reflux and the pelvic pain every time I turn, or if my head is just low, the reflux flares up, and just I've gotten no sleep basically, so which is not good. And I'm very tired, exhausted, and sleep deprived, and you can see probably the lighting is not catching it properly, but if you see all around here I have like a red hue and it's very dark. Yeah, that's from no sleep. I can do light stretching and a little bit of exercise now, which is so amazing, but I can't do too much of it like I used to or like I want to. And I can do some light walking for about 20 minutes, which is good. So I've been trying to do that as much as I can. Obviously taking things really slow. Don't want to aggravate my pelvis any more than how bad it is at the moment. And that's pretty much like the symptoms and stuff. And other than that, I have started, like I have I've been gathering things to pack my hospital bag, and I've already got like maternity pads and things like that. And we've ordered newborn nappies. We already have wipes because Casper uses, he's still in nappies also, so just got the newborn nappies. And I have ordered some clothes and things like that for baby girl, and Yeah, honestly, this time I feel like, judging by what I took last time, this time my hospital bag is going to be really light. I am going to use the same bag, and I will do a video. I think I already have another video on what I packed last time. So this time I'll do another video, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be completely different because now I'm experienced and I know what you actually need, and the hospital provides a lot of the things that you need, even the maternity pads they provide, but I like to use organic cotton ones. So yeah, we'll see how things go. I will do a video on that. We have started to rearrange the room. This room that I have my little office set up in is actually our guest room. And we were thinking of moving Casper here and putting the baby in the other room, but then like kind of it's just not enough space, so we have to like sort of work around it and see how things can be done, and that's what we've been discussing, me and hubby. So doing that, and I'm nesting like crazy. I want everything to be clean. I am just doing everything I can basically to clean and get rid of clutter and this and that. So nesting really hard. Yeah, it's part of pregnancy. Lots of women get that. I'm usually really crazy anyway. Like I'm usually very like, oh my god, everything has to be clean. I'm a neat freak. So it's no surprise that it heightens during my pregnancy. So my hospital registration's done. So that all the paperwork and things like that is done, all the payments are done, except for a couple of other payments because we are doing a private birth at a private hospital. That's what we've done in our with Casper also. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it at the moment. I probably won't do another update for another few weeks. I might do one maybe at 37 weeks, really closer to the birth, and I might do another video on if I can induce labor naturally. That would be fun. So yeah, we are planning to vlog the childbirth, so I can show you guys little clips here and there, but it's very personal and we would like to keep it to just ourselves. So we might not share too much, but you might get to see a little bit here and there. That's all for today, guys, and thank you so much for watching and supporting me. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and also share with your friends so other people can come and have a look at my videos also. I will provide all the links down below to everything, and hope you guys have a great day. Bye.